Joynews Journalist.
Alright, good so I say Ayeho TV. As I say in Sempafi anyhow. Yanitia say His Excellency Abema nation address. Na after that ebusia Yanitia say ukopim ewo Joynews dia news file dia ebusia. It seems there is some bias ebi ewo watch say every time NDC and I should say a favor. Now after this nation address they said miracle abuaje ene tamaklo form NDC abayikun ekopiem ewo watch say ebusia butu ewo ha just enye asemketo akra ebusia emoreme na yekotie ensem watch say miracle silence big time yekotie ensem bi ebra
asante me kwan be na no moyo mujai omo fra bem 2016 e kwan be na no moyo okumase omujai ya NPP beto aso wie bisa no onatie bisa se 2016 tama president Mahama e fra bem 2016 no e kwan se na no mashase okumase a no moyo omujai akufo be wa me ya na so akufo be wie
enso yasemo
woni bi but
apologies that my brand you people should take the blame for your negligence and your greed. Moye wudi for one kind of crocossia with Sir Alban Bagbin or yaya ko Dubai no kabedi no go wiye. You people are mad people.
So for interchange one year asko interchange one year who ordinance ka test asko point one year and obetina say ka test MPP e kwan ketenkete omo ben kwan ketenkete say no mo year o we was in rural roads
yati krom ha ba bi ye GC position bia no ato force percent e be hye na se of finance yati krom ha ba bia emu ode bia no ato force percent e be hye na se of finance. Ghana Kokobo
intervention. Is he Inusa?
Please don't do.
Was he here on the show?
Don't bring Inusa.
Was he here on the show?
Please don't do that.
Okay, I hope Inusa is listening and so
stop what you are saying.
Please,
because
can
it's difficult to think that Inusa will.
I mean, give some respect to.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
No,
it's all right. You made a point. You made a point.
Totally disrespecting.
He's made a point. So go ahead.
The young people who were hopeful. In fact, millions of young Ghanaians went to queue and vote for the first time in 2024 because this government managed to sell a flagship program that says specifically that when we come to office, every institution in the public sector, and I have 46 videos of high-ranking NDC members talking about 24-hour economy. They didn't talk about a certain secretariat, a certain authority. In fact, when we were arguing with them, and Council, you were here, I was here with you, we were telling them that you cannot promise a holistic 24-hour economy in a state. That it is a push and pull scenario, demand-driven, supply-demand. That is what drives it. They said, no, we are wrong. In fact, they called me a naysayer on this platform and said that I should take it from them. Public institution cried the kwakwa. On this platform, I asked Honorable Inisa Fuseni a specific question. That are you saying that the local government ministry where I work, the chief director, the director for PPPBMB, or whatever they call it, will have 2 people, 3 people working? He said, yes.
No, please. If you can't,
please. I'm telling you about something. Hey,
and you cannot peddle the blatant.
Stop what you are doing.
That's not why he said.
Stop what you are doing. Stop what you are doing.
How can Inusa say that chief director will work and then for some hours and another?
But there's an important intervention.
Which intervention? Is he Inusa?
Please don't do.
Was he here on the show?
Don't bring Inusa.
Was he here on the show?
Please don't do that.
Okay, I hope Inusa is listening and so
stop what you are saying.
Please, because it's difficult to think that Inusa will.
I mean, give some respect to.
What are you doing?
It's all right.
No,
it's all right. You made a point. You made a point.
Totally disrespecting.
He's made a point. So go
by stating something I was personally involved in. You were not.
Right.
That's not just him. The national chairman of the NDC, who is today chairing a committee demarcating our district and elevating them. What it means is that he's fully involved in the governance of the state today. Told us that the organizer on the Techiman Highway would be working at 1 a.m. The president of the Republic of Ghana today, Ebuji's boss, told us that Boomerang Nightclub will work morning, afternoon, evening. He said it at the Manifesto launch. That's the promise they made to us. We haven't forgotten that.
But it's in the process.
No, it is not.
If I
don't do notice. I noticed so many things.
No, so I'm not.
But you are destroying my time.
They just did the legislation.
No, don't do that. I beg you.
They just passed the legislation, right?
Lawyer, I was studying all the things you said. It's because of what you are doing. I'll do the same to you. I beg you. This is a very serious life, dependent issue. Now, cancel. He's even distorted my because there was no stop what you are doing. Stop.
You were going through the boomerang.
Cancel. You see, that is the president's own words at the manifesto launch. Himself, by the president himself. Forget all the others. That was the promise you made to us. For a president to even create an impression that in this country, Republic of Ghana, the nightclubs, the name is nightclub, would actually be playing during the day. Because according to him, those who went to work at night will miss the nightclub. So during the day, they will come and join and chill in the club. Then the day people will go to work. Come on. They sold it to us. Now you talk about legislation. I have read legislation 13 times. Shift jobs 133 does not find itself anywhere in the legislation. Listen, the legislation basically went to set up an authority to coordinate an economic transformation program.
But how do you expect that in a legislation? Because the shift is a function of the economics of the entities that have been empowered.
My name is Dennis Miracle Sabuaji. I have my senses switched, I know exactly what I am saying. Isn't this what we told them when they were making that promise?
You never said.
Oh, Charlie, stop. Charlie, what you are doing if you continue to do this?
No, but you never said.
Write what
am I not permitted?
No, you are not permitted. Write it. If I didn't say write it, when it's your turn, don't do this again. You are distorting me. Cancel. Take charge.
Listen, you have the opportunity to
listen. When they were making these absurd things, we told them that 133 is a function. I am on record here on Asempa everywhere. I said that it is an output of multiple set of policies, and that there is no policy called 133. That 133 is only a function, is an output. That is what we told them. Do you know what they told us? They said we are lying. We don't know what we are talking about. So I know what I am talking about. Don't correct me. What I have said is right. You are wrong. We told them that it is a function, and that they should stop peddling that falsehood. They are misleading the public by creating an impression that there is a certain policy they are bringing, which says that...
But the fact that it doesn't find expression in the law doesn't make it false.
No, it's false.
Because you have just agreed that it's a function of the economics of the industry.
You are not listening to me. They said I was wrong when I said it was a function. They said they were going to do it. In fact, let me tell you something. As we speak, when they want to hide behind it, they try and pick on a few of them to give you as an example of what it is that they are talking about. They will talk about DVL. Then they will talk about Ghana Publishing, which still supports my point. That, for example, Ghana Publishing is a printing firm. Go to Newtown. Newtown has been operating 24-hour economy since independence. That the stretch here, from Kokomlemle here going to Newtown, those who do the printouts, it is in the midnight that they even do their printing. That is the point we made. When you pick the legislation, I tell you, it is nowhere in their legislation the promises they made to us in the videos. Please stop what you are doing.
I don't expect to find that in a legislation.
That is a problem. It is a problem if you don't expect to find it there. The legislation was supposed to say that starting from January 1st, 2026, Ministry for Local Government, you have 3 people running your
Come on.
No, but that is the promise. Why are you saying come on? You lawyer Samson Laddie, you knew this. And yet when these people were peddling this misleading thing to the people, you didn't do this.
I didn't do what?
You didn't tell them that come on, why are you making this promise?
You haven't heard
But
me.
you and I were here. So
you haven't heard
you
me.
did? Perfect. Then you understand.
Me, I've been doubtful of it.
Perfect.
But I look forward to see that it works. Because if it does, we all benefit.
No, it will not work.
Because there are people without jobs.
It will not work. The promises they made will not work because there is nowhere in the world that you have the entire state operating on a 24-hour economy. I even went ahead to tell you that in Ghana here today, when you go to Osu Oxford Street, nobody has a gun to the woman selling komi to sell it at 1 a.m. She's selling it because at 1 a.m.
there's demand.
So you can have 24-hour economy running in pockets of the economy. We have some on the Lagos Avenue. If you go to Bantama High Street, if you go to Takrade, there are...
They want to use a policy to make it a general phenomenon.
There is nowhere in that policy that they put out, which I have read 13 times, even the one they released before the legislation, that gives us an indication that in my hometown latte, there will be a 24-hour economy. It doesn't even make sense in the first place that in my hometown latte, that is mainly agrarian, okay, should believe that they run 24 economy.
But was that the promise?
Yes, that was a promise. But
that
why?
In your hometown, there will be a 24-hour
Yes, that was the promise. Everybody in this country heard it. Everybody in this country heard it. We disputed. In fact, there was a time that I specifically even told them that me, my hometown, you can't run 24 hours. I said I'm a naysayer. Let me make progress. Obi, there are very serious issues going on in this country. Now, you know, in order for them to cover their shame, I see the NDC people on social media, and now this government, they're oral.
Because almost say a lot of Ghanaians had faith in oral. Now, omoba, you know, more. And na manuai den aban no nye mo hwe ntina manuai den but they should begin arresting and prosecuting.
But they haven't arrested and prosecuted people. Arrest and prosecute. Who arrest and prosecute? You say you wombra na ha na jungle.
No.
Obi make say michiro. NDC for na say tia konya so war offices no. Omo kra na owura na achi omo first.
Appointees.
Omo aban mu ene no nti say NDC for no person omo tia ase de ntia na ma to din ya. Omo ankasa appointees na ankasa kra je dom ti no. E dom to no.
Owura na be chi omo.
Anase achi omo dada yes be chi omo ti say that is if the definition of oral no you based on the omo trogu books mu de achi omo. Na de wa achi we den kochi obi. Me say tie ni ye o. Because you see, we always said some of the things they were mentioned were senseless. Obi, how do you tell me, say, according to who view, no, Bank of Ghana building this one, according to who view, no,
yes.
Bank of Ghana building the board into their car around. Obey that you be one watching. Obi, what watching why? Say, oh, according to who, no, according to who,
project
expenses to koche, do their car around home. And now they are told party for trim now party for any age.
Sir, you recover Sika NDC.
Recover Bank of Ghana. So you see, it's we NDC now with see now who the NT Bank of Ghana into mean to be. It's because one kasa krano omukoro one kind. Obi, opa kacha ban we so on release this book kesi bi na oral committee ni on release. Now party for no say they won't collapse. Obi me say the fact say we say Bank of Ghana dynasty when they bought air no and not just obi aye bone it is a we NDC na so do to team say o party say oba obey oral be from Bank of Ghana when your BP ya keke ko pay drobi no because Bank of Ghana na me no ka say NDC aban by so musisi market omo to ton konya district assemblies omo to ton konya mo omo ye road me boa enti me aban for ba o say road bi na mo ye wo your friend is saying Ashanti region according to aban for road ne board into do nti oba ora we nyansa wo no atam road ne value no ensa no mo ye no nti omo tam road ne value no no mo dey share book rim omo be 25 omo
21 billion dollars
obi no 21 billion dollars I need acquire IMF ko je 3 billion 21 billion dollars ni about 21 billion dollars no me say Bank of Ghana de ne ka ho in fact mama nka se mi kura na NDC for no yare more sa ora na mo mpeni for ne ka che ma mo da tu mutirim no